Hello again. No normal episode this week as other obligations sadly kept me from being able to do enough research to provide a quality episode. But that may actually be rather serendipitous as it's allowing me to breach a subject that I've wanted to for a little while now but never quite had the right time to do so. But before we get started, I just want to thank my wonderful patrons for making this episode possible. You see, for a while now, I've been wanting to mention that when RWBY comes back into circulation, I will be stopping my RWBY Is series, at least temporarily, because I want to actually be able to enjoy the show without it feeling like work, and to have time to actually muse and reflect on it rather than just doing immediate reactions, which I don't think I do a very good job of in general. What's more, for a while now there have been some other episodes or ideas that I've been wanting to run with but that I haven't really had the courage to do so simply because I don't know if anyone's interested and it would be breaking from my usual format. Thus, I'm going to outline here a new set of series that can join the rotation and hold a Patreon poll to show which ones have a preference from my audience. The first among these would be Hot Takes, which would basically just be like 30-second to minute-long videos that would be unscripted and generally just sort of riffing on ideas that I don't necessarily think can make a full episode, or at least not make a full episode yet, but that I do want to share. For example, Clark Kent would be a hero with or without the powers of Superman, but Superman would not inherently be a hero if he weren't also Clark Kent. As for longer form series, Trope Troubles is one that I've been dabbling in for a while now, which would be addressing different storytelling patterns and themes that audiences or sometimes writers or both have trouble with. Some episodes and titles would include Vilifying the Victim, Rabid Reformism, and for a more specific outline, Tone Troubles, where the writer's desire to create a comedy set piece ends up conflicting with the audience's more serious interpretation of events, creating dissonance in the story itself. And finally, It's Not Perfect and That's Okay, discussing shows that have become sort of golden calves of perfection in fandom to the point where critical discussion seems to have dropped off the map for the most part, or at the very least become sort of weird, stilted and kind of unhelpful, at least by my metric. Examples of this would include Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, but not Fullmetal Alchemist 03, and also Avatar The Last Airbender, of which I definitely have some things to say. I think I'd also just like to start doing more generalized series reviews, such as for Fullmetal Alchemist 03, or say Dot Hack Quantum, Kino's Journey, all excellent series that I'd really like to talk about a little more at times. And for now, that is that. I'll be making the Patreon poll soon enough, and that will last for, let's say, a week, and we'll go from there. Beyond that, I also would just like to note that thanks to Google Chrome introducing that awful web JP whatever picture thing, that downloading images for my actual episodes is going to get a bit more difficult. I will try and adjust to this, but yeah, sorry about that. Blame Google! But that's all for now. Be sure to tell me what you think in the comments, if you want to. If you would like to help support these episodes and get early access to scripts, videos, stories and art, please hit up my Patreon. If you would like to commission 3D art, please swing by my coffee and we can chat. For now though, that's all. Thanks for stopping by.